Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Hope everybody has been enjoying my Blu-ray collection series so far. And I just want to say, guys, like always, thank you all truly for all your wonderful comments, the likes and the messages. Thank you, guys. It truly means the world. Yeah, thank you so much. And to anyone who has subscribed to the channel as well, thank you, guys. It really truly means a lot to me. Part 6 of my Blu-ray collection, and we are going to start with The Last Tree. Really great film. I would say definitely you could tell maybe this was heavily inspired by the film Moonlight from A24. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. I think the character's name is called Femi, I think it is. And it's kind of like about his sort of like his, to begin with, like his childhood in like, I think it's Lincolnshire. And then he moves to London with his mother. And then it's sort of like about him as obviously a young kid, and then the film evolves to him as a troubled teenager. But yeah, it is a fantastic British film, this, guys. Some of the score is really good in this as well. So yeah, I think it's from Segun Onoka, who did compose for all the not that I'm a big fan of this era of Doctor Who, guys, unfortunately, but I think he did compose for the Jodie Whittaker era of Doctor Who, but this is hands down his best work from what I've heard from this composer. Silver Linings Playbook, brilliant film this. I haven't seen this one in a little while, but it is a really cool film, this. I think that Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence absolutely ace it in this. They just deliver some powerhouse performances, and obviously it's kind of like these two characters who are I think have either been in a breakup or they're having a bit of a troubled relationship, and it brings these two characters like together, and then I think they have like mental health issues as well, and they've got like, I think they've got like family problems as well, like trouble with the families and that. Wildlife, really enjoyed this one, actually. I think it's the directorial debut from Paul Dano, and yeah, I can remember this one being really good. There was some really great acting in there as well. Jake Gyllenhaal and Carey Mulligan were absolutely excellent, as you would expect from both of those actors. Under the Skin, I can remember this being a bit of a wild ride from what I remember 10 years ago since I last watched this, so it's definitely overdue a rewatch for sure. Can't remember really gelling with this film as well as I wanted to. I think it was just a little bit abstract and a bit sort of too contemporary for like my liking at the time, but it was again nearly 10 years ago since I've watched it. My film taste has changed since then, so I definitely hope to like this upon rewatch. But I do really want to check out the book, I think, of this before like rewatching like this film, because I think I've heard the book is fantastic. And it's from Jonathan Glazer, who just released that new film that's going up at the Oscars, The Zone of Interest, which I am... Well, actually, by the time I've released this video, guys, I would have seen The Zone of Interest, but I am going to see it at Tyneside Cinema. Inland Empire. I just could not get into this film whatsoever, guys, and I'm sad to say that because I am a big David Lynch fan, but my word, this film is just not my cup of tea, unfortunately. I just can't buy into any of the characters, sort of the style and the sort of the concept, and I just feel it's just a little bit convoluted for my own liking, really. I think it's just got a really grainy tinge. I really hope to one day maybe appreciate this film. It is going to be a while though till I go back and rewatch it, but I've watched it twice now, and each time of those 2 times that I've seen it hasn't been a pleasant viewing for me. It's very much of an acquired taste, guys. Yeah, I just there was just this film just didn't really work, unfortunately, for me. But I know Inland Empire does have its fans, and you know, I know it's getting like a bit of a cult status. I get that, but yeah, just not my bag, unfortunately. But I did want to pick it up as well because of for the my David Lynch like collection as well. Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. This is fantastic, guys. I did watch this last year. It is excellent. It's got a very of a wintry vibe about it. Really dark stuff that goes on in this film. Got that real mysterious sort of atmosphere that goes on in this film, and some of the acting, especially who is it, Martin Sheen, who plays a really unhinged character in there. And my word, you really just want to keep your distance as far away from this character as possible in this film. In fabric, thought-provoking elements to it, and it was kind of brooding at times as well, but I really did enjoy it from what I remember. It's kind of very twisted with with some of the stuff that goes on in this film. I can remember there was I think it's one of the cops. I think is played by Julian Barrett from the Mighty Boosh is in this, who plays Howard Moon in the Mighty Boosh. I think he crops up in this, but actress from Secrets and Lies from Mike Lee in here. Last Night in Soho. Massive shout out as well, guys, to Nige Rock God 2004, because I know Nige is a massive fan of this film. Yeah, and I can completely see why, because it is absolutely sensational. It's kind of like from two perspectives in this film, and you know, I love the sort of the whole, you know, like the concept between, like, it kind of crisscrosses between you know, like the 1960s, you know, the whole like kind of the dream scenario that goes on in that film, but also then you've got the like present day as well, and soundtrack is incredible as well. You've got Thomasin McKenzie and Anya Taylor-Joy, who I do have a bit of an eye for, and then you've got the Doctor, the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith in here as well. So yeah, you've got some really cool actors in here, and absolutely fantastic The Red Shoes from 1948, and wow, guys, you know, for a film that came out in 1948 as well, you know, I do love a lot of the films from, obviously, the 30s and the 40s, of course I do, but this just holds up so well, like, for a film that came out in 1948 in the US on 4K Criterion, and, poor guys, I can imagine that transfer looking absolutely stunning. I do remember the story just being absolutely wonderful. I'm definitely looking forward to revisiting this one very soon, and I'm hoping we do get like a 4K criterion of this over here as well. That would be absolutely great. Thank you very much. Like to remember, yeah, this is absolutely brilliant. I think it just said 1958, and yeah, I thought this was really good, guys. There is a criterion of this in the US, but yeah, I was pleased to get like the Blu-ray of this, and yeah, just a really great it's kind of like a really great film that obviously covers like the Titanic and all the tragedy that happened in 1912 was absolutely awful. Yeah, so it was definitely like you know, like one of the most tragic historical events that ever happened. It was absolutely upsetting. And yeah, this is a very good film. Edward, very good film. This about, I think it's like kind of like a biopic. Yeah, as I say, I can't think of the actor who was it that Johnny Depp played, but it was kind of like a B movie director of, like, I think it was like Plan 9 from Outer Space, and then Martin Landau won Best Supporting Actor at 1994 in Oscar at the time. But then you've got Bill Murray and Sarah Jessica Parker, so you've got a really good cast in this. And yeah, this is a really good film. I would consider this to be underrated as well. Haven't seen this one as of yet, unfortunately, but I do plan on checking it out, because I am a big fan of this girl's music, and my God, guys, she was just taken far too young. I think kind of like one of the best vocalist artists that's come out from the 21st century. Absolutely. I need to get a most acclaimed album on vinyl, back to Black, I think, and that's Amy, the documentary from A24 of Amy Winehouse, and about the history of like Amy Winehouse as well, because she was such a talented singer songwriter. So, High Life from A24, from, I think it's Claire Denis who directed this, and I have to be honest, guys, I was not a fan of this film, unfortunately. I was just a little bit bored, unfortunately. I thought Robert Pattinson was good in it. He did deliver a good performance, definitely, and I did like sort of like his chemistry. I think it was his young child in there. I thought some of the visionary looked gorgeous though, especially like I think it was like in this in like outer space and that, and it was kind of like in this plant as well. So, Disaster Artist, haven't seen this one since the cinema. I think it was like back in 2017 when I saw this in Newcastle, but I haven't seen it since, but I do remember really enjoying it. James and Dave Franco are in there, and then you've got Seth Rogen, and Josh Hutcherson is in there as well. I believe, from what I remember, Bryan Cranston, I think, made a brief cameo in this as well. But yeah, this was really good from what I remember, guys. Haven't got round to seeing The Room yet, which is obviously meant to be one of the greatest, so bad but it's so good kind of movies. So I'm very much like kind of missing out there. I definitely need to get onto that in due course. Kevin Bacon, Robert De Niro, Brad Pitt, Dustin Hoffman, and Jason Patric, and that's Sleepers. This one's been in my collection for a little while now, but I haven't got round to watching this one as of yet, unfortunately. Pardon me, guys, but yeah, I've heard it is meant to like be really good by Barry Levinson, who directed this as well. So hope to get onto that one definitely like at some point this year. And that will do it for part 6 of my Blu-ray collection, guys. Again, let me know any of these titles that I've shown, if you've seen them, like what's your thoughts on them. And yeah, so thanks for stopping by, and thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.